Oh, hey everyone, and welcome back to Family Everyday Survival. On today's episode, we're re-tackling one of the most fundamental questions in preparedness. How much water does a family actually need? You might think you know the answer, but when you factor in kids, cooking, and cleaning, the numbers can get surprisingly big, fast. So, let's dive in and make sure your family is truly ready for anything. Day. The standard recommendation you hear everywhere is 1 gallon of water per person per day. It's a great starting point, but let's be real, it's the absolute bare minimum, intended mostly for drinking and a little bit of hygiene. For a family of 4, that's 4 gallons a day. If you're planning for a 72-hour emergency, that's 12 gallons. For a 2-week period, that's 56 gallons. And that number can feel huge. But here's where family preparedness gets a little more complex. Do you have infants who need formula? You'll need extra water to mix it safely. Do you have pets? They need water too. And what about cooking? Dehydrated or freeze-dried meals, a staple in many emergency kits, require a good amount of water to rehydrate. Suddenly, that 1 gallon per person rule feels a little tight, doesn't it? So, my advice is to aim for 1.5 or even 2 gallons per person per day. This gives you a much safer buffer. For our family of 4, planning for 2 weeks with 2 gallons per person per day means we need to store 112 gallons. I know, that sounds like a massive amount, but don't panic. You don't have to buy it all at once. Let's talk about smart storage. The easiest way to start is by buying commercially bottled water. It's purified, sealed, and has a long shelf life. You can find it in individual bottles, which are great for grab-and-go bags, or in larger 1-gallon jugs, which are more cost-effective for home storage. Lot for sales and just add a case or a few jugs to your cart every time you go shopping. It builds up quicker than you think. Store it in a cool, dark place, like a closet, basement, or under a bed to protect it from sunlight and temperature swings. Now, let's get into kid-safe containers, because this is super important. While big 55-gallon drums are great for long-term storage, they aren't practical for daily use during an emergency, especially with little ones around. You need water that's accessible and easy for everyone to handle. Consider getting some smaller, durable, BPA-free water containers, maybe in the 5 to 7 gallon range. These are manageable to move and pour from. A fantastic option for families is a water filter, a high-quality gravity-fed filter, like a Berkey or something similar. Can purify thousands of gallons of water from nearly any source, making it safe to drink. This is a changer. It means you can store water in larger non-potable containers like rain barrels, or even use water from a nearby stream in a real pin, and still have clean drinking water for your family. It's an investment up front, but the peace of mind is priceless. Finally, the most crucial part of water storage is rotation. Water doesn't technically expire, but the plastic containers it's stored in can degrade over time and affect the taste. So, set a reminder on your calendar every 6 to 12 months to use your stored water and replace it with a fresh supply. A fun way to do this is to have a preparedness picnic in the backyard. Use the water from your storage for drinking and cooking. The kids will love it, and you'll be practicing your skills while ensuring your supply is always fresh. It turns a chore into a fun family activity. So, to recap, start with the goal of at least 1.5 gallons per person per day. Build your supply slowly with bottled water. Invest in kid-friendly containers and a reliable water filter. And don't forget to rotate your stock. Taking these simple steps will ensure your family has the clean water it needs when it matters most. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Family Everyday Survival. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video. Stay safe, stay prepared, and we'll see you next time.